Mmm. Woo! That is spicy. Hi everyone! Welcome back to my channel, my name is Jet. So tonight I'm going to be eating Kimchi Gochujang pasta, which I know sounds pretty interesting. So I can kind of talk about my recipe while I'm eating. And here I've got some salad, and it's kind of plain, it's just salad and onion, but on it is a shiso vinaigrette. And shiso is basically perilla leaf, so like the Asian basil. Imagine a cross between mint and basil. And for dessert, I have some delicious giant grapes, which taste like Canadian Concord grapes, but like giant, and a delicious juicy mikan. And here I have some sake, and in the sake I have some umeshu juice syrup, and I'm drinking tonight. It's Wednesday. I don't care. And as this video goes along, you'll know why I'm drinking tonight. So, itadakimasu. I'm starting with the pasta. I'm so hungry. Got some pear on top. Mmm. 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 Woo! That is spicy. Mmm. There's like energy and giving level of spice right there. Mmm. Oh, that's good. So pungent with the kimchi. Ooh, there goes a little green bean. So much for making this look pretty, eh? Whatever. Pea, not green bean. And some pear. So hungry. Kanpai. Oh yeah. Ooh, that hits the spot. So, why am I drinking tonight? Guys, I am not gonna make it till Friday alive. This week, kill me. This needs more Parmesan. So don't judge me, it's Japan. It's hard to find products, so I have Kraft Parmesan. I know, whatever. Let me just douse this in cheese. So much better. So yes, why am I drinking? So, yesterday was the first day I went to one of my schools. I have 4 different schools. Anyways, whatever. We have to take the company car, I think for insurance purposes. And the company car that I have, because I go a bit further, is a big car. My predecessor refers to it as the land yacht. Keep that in mind in this story. So, of course, being the idiot that I am, I lost myself within like 5 seconds of where I was actually supposed to go. So I ended up in farm mountain land. Remember, I live in the Inaka, small Japan. And so, of course, I'm totally in the wrong place, in a very narrow, tiny road. And it just so happens that there's an oncoming car. So I move to the side, and of course, I fall into that space that's just big enough for your wheel to fall into. Of course, there's nothing covering it. It's like the water evacuation space. I don't know what to call it. And so my car falls in there. Yay! So I can't get it out, obviously, because it's like fallen in a hole. And I can't get to school, so I'm going to be late. So that was great. That was a really, you know, drink to that. But it's not over. At night, I went to the city that's next to mine, about 20 minutes. Of course, lost myself on my way home. Goody. And because I was driving at night, I had my headlights on. And when I came home, because I was thinking of other things, I didn't turn off my headlights. So this morning, my car battery was dead, obviously. Pause in the story. Guys, this is so good. It's pungent, spicy, and with the Parmesan. So, yeah, so my battery wouldn't start this morning. Drink to that. That was great. And then, I was like, I need a comfort dinner, and for me, this is a comforting dinner, because, you know, pasta, come on. And, you know, layers of cheese, as I'm doing, something spicy, but the day's not over. As I'm making this drink, I go to put everything back in the fridge, including my giant bottle of, like, yuzu concentrate, which, for some reason, decides to just slip out of my hands, and there goes yuzu juice all over my floor. Drink to that. So of course I cleaned that up before doing this. And yeah, that's the last 48 hours for me. I'm not gonna make it till Friday. I don't even know if I'm gonna make it through the shower I have to take tonight. But at least I can come home and make good food, and I'm still alive. So tomorrow's a new day, I hope. Have you guys ever had, like, I don't know, a day, 2 days, a week, a month that just doesn't stop? Because to round all of this misery off, 2 to 3 weeks ago, what did I do? Something drink-worthy. Accidentally put diesel in my car. Obviously in a non-diesel car. And unlike North America, it's not a separate pump. It's not written in giant letters or anything. And the nozzle can actually fit in your car or in your gas tank. It's not like a different nozzle. So, they say curses come in 3. So the diesel falling into that water crack, gaijin trap, whatever you want to call it, and the battery. I should be good for the year, I hope. Probably not very elegant eating. I'm sorry. But it's so good. So yeah. This really kind of freaks me out for doing road trips, to be honest. Like, I'm a safe driver, so that doesn't worry me. But what I'm more worried about is, like, getting massively lost, and some roads are just... they're so narrow. Only, like, one car can go by. But, you know, they're for two-way traffic. I don't want to get stuck in those roads. And driving at night is a pain in the ass. It's really not well lit at all in this area. Inaka life, of course. And yeah, last night I really did not enjoy having to drive home. It's not well lit. It's raining, so like the road is like shimmering, glistening, so you have this glare from your lights, your headlights. People drive like maniacs. It's a 50 zone. So I'm doing 50 because I'm like, whatever. Some people were passing me, I swear. They were doing like 80, if not 90. I mean, just boom. I was like, okay, well, you know, go have fun crashing your car in the curb over there. So yeah, I was really looking forward to having the autonomy that the car gives me. But I think I want to drive some more during the day before I do like a longer road trip. I definitely want to avoid driving at night unless it's a big city. It's so poorly lit, and I don't know, I don't feel good. Yum yum yum. So yeah, very interesting 48 hours. There goes my pee. See? The day's just getting worse. I can't put food in my mouth. It's all over from here, guys. Woo! You know when the spice hits the back of your throat? But, on a happier note, I did start teaching elementary school kids. They're so cute, guys. They're so, so cute. They're way full of energy. So, you know, eat a big breakfast. But they're very like motivated. I don't know if motivated, but like interactive. They interact with you. Junior high students, these poor kids, they're really tired. I mean, they study so hard. Right now they have sports practice every day because there's like a sports day festival coming up. It's so hard in the classrooms. So yeah, the junior high kids are a bit more like, whatever, who are you, why are you here? Which I can understand, I don't begrudge them. But the elementary school kids, that was fun, you know? And I've been telling them when they ask me if I have a boyfriend, that my boyfriend is Takahashi-kun, which is a Olympic figure skater from Japan. Because in my intro presentation, I talk about how I skate, or how I can skate back in Canada. So, I skate, he skates, and maybe 25% of them totally buy it. So I'm gonna keep that lie going. What else? In my self-intro, I play like what's called a Maru Batsu game, which is basically true or false. And I have one question, which is, do I have a pet? And on that slide, I have like a little polar bear, a beaver, a wolf, and a moose. And so I asked the kids, you know, like, what's this? What's this? What's that? And when I get to the beaver part, you have to remember it's Japan, so I don't necessarily say beaver, but I say beaver because there's no V. So I keep telling them when I get to the beaver, I'm like, this is Justin Bieber? And the kids crack up, like from 3rd year to 6th year. Kids, I use this joke and it's kind of a crappy joke, but they find it funny, so totally sticking with that one. So yeah, it's definitely been fun being in the elementary school. You have to watch out though, because they're so full of energy and they don't know their own strength. And they're so excited to see you. They come at you and they're just like pulling you and grabbing you and like grabbing your clothes, and I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. One kid, he kept saying like, oh, come see my friends, and he was grabbing me and everything. And at some point, he came up behind me and just pushed me in the butt. I turned around, grabbed his arm, and I was like, no. Like, dude, one time, one and only you will do that. You do that again, we're going to the principal's office. So you have to be careful. Like, I don't think they mean any ill will. They're just really excited. It's so hot in the classrooms, guys. I don't want to sound like a total gaijin, but you can see like the sweat sticking to all their hair, and their head is like just covered in beads of sweat. I'm like, how are these kids like supposed to focus or pay attention? I feel so bad for them. And today was so hard. I had breakfast at like 7, and we didn't eat till like 12:30, 12:40. I was hangry. My understanding is kids aren't allowed to snack at school. I'm like, they've probably been up since 6:30 or 7 as well. They're running around, so they're spending energy. It's really hot. And you can see like the last period before lunch, some kids are just totally crashing. And I was like, And of course, like I've been told by a few people so far, it's like, oh, it builds character. I'm like, this is not about building character. It's about people have different bodies, that react to different things. But these kids have a snack, man. They have like a sugar low. So it's just my 2 cents. Fortunately, in the teacher's room though, we have lots of snacks, so I'm fine. Gonna finish my salad. Now I understand why they advise you not to wear jewelry to school. It wasn't too bad, like I was fine, but they definitely want to grab and hold everything. And like I always have my jade bracelet on my arm, and they can't pull it off anyways, so that's okay. The necklace too, I was like, you can look at it and touch it, but like the minute I feel a tug on that, like whoa, whoa, whoa. None of them tugged it, but anyways. And I was like, wow, I would just not wear like anything extra, like big, like just fun big rings or like more bracelets. I remember when we were doing orientation, like I'm not a big jewelry wearer, so it's not a big deal, but I know some people, like that's the way they like to express themselves. It's kind of hard thinking you have to curb that aspect, but it's not so much about curbing it. I think it's like, go ahead, express yourself and wear your jewelry, but you can have these kids like pulling it, touching it, maybe taking it off and maybe breaking it, so it's better not to. Okay. I know I'm overdoing it, but I had a shitty day, guys. More Parmesan. Yummy. So this is with the gochujang and kimchi I bought in Shimanto from that shopping haul weekend I had. I basically made 2 portions. My I don't know if I mentioned it already, but I have a coworker who's been really kind to me. I call her my Japanese mom. Anyways, she likes kimchi, she likes spicy food, so I was like, okay, I'll make 2 portions, and if it actually turns out okay, I'll give her some so she can enjoy it. Oopsies. I actually don't really like peas at all. I don't know, something about the texture. But in this dish, I've always seen them put, adds a bit of crunch, adds a bit of color and sweetness. It's not so bad. It's like minimalized, you know, it's not like half your plate is peas. I can't do that. Well, if I was at someone's house, I'll do it out of politeness, but at home, I wouldn't buy peas for myself. So I hope, I'm trying really hard to post some new videos. I went to Kyoto recently. Yay! It was a lot of fun. And I did take some videos from one of the shrines I went to, and I did a shopping haul video, so I'm going to try and put those up as soon as I can. And I definitely want to do another shopping haul video because I bought so many yuzu products. I love yuzu. And I definitely want to make it like a yuzu themed mukbang, but I don't want to reveal too much now. I'll wait till I do the yuzu shopping haul video. If you can hear me sniffling, it's hitting the spot. But what I love about this type of spice, I don't know if you guys have noticed, it's not like a back throat kind of spice. It's more of a front of the mouth kind of spice. And I feel like the way that it hits you, it's kind of like mustard. If you have too much mustard, like kind of like, ooh, just kind of like wakes you up. And it does linger, but it doesn't like burn you the way Indian spice or Mexican spice does, both of which I totally love. It's really a different flavor. It's finished. So sad. And a few slices of pear that I put on top actually works really well. It gives again like a crunch and a sweetness to it. I decided to put pear because there is this like Korean cold noodle dish where they do that, or sometimes they mix it into the sauce. Anyways, I was gifted some pears, and I was like, okay, let's see what it does, and it turns out good. And I was gonna say, oh yeah, so I totally forgot at the beginning of the video, I said that I would tell you what this was. It's basically just kimchi. I wouldn't go for the very vinegary, very sweet kimchi. Go for the one that's maybe a bit older, a bit more, I don't want to say withered, but like softer and more pungent, less on the sweet vinegary side. I think it wouldn't taste as good. So there's kimchi, which I sort of like quickly sauteed with garlic and some butter. You can do it with oil, but I use butter. And then of course I added gochujang, maybe like this much, like a big tablespoon. And then to sort of dilute and mix everything, I put in some milk. I normally may have put a bit of like broth, but I did find it was really like really overpowering in flavor and spicy, and I was like, oh, I know the milk with the fatty side of it is going to temper that a little. And it worked out nice. And of course Parmesan on top. So about these grapes, like I said, they taste exactly like Concord grapes, but giant sized. I'm silly. Actually, I've noticed everyone, including the kids today, when they eat it, they all like take and spit out the skin because it's a little bit acidic. And if I was eating alone, I would do it too, but I think on camera it's gonna look really gross if you see me just spitting out this skin all the time, so I suffer. I suffer. Oh, this was a good meal. I needed that. And of course the mikan. So juicy. They have this one mandarin, tangerine, mikan family fruit. I don't know what the name is. It's small. It's like this big. It's yellow, but when you cut it inside, it's like this. It's so sweet, not acidic. Like this is a bit more acidic, which I like, but it's really, really sweet. And, oh my god, it's so good. I've been eating out a lot recently, and feels nice to come home to a home-cooked meal.